Am I ready? Is it ready? Yeah, I think it's ready. Am I ready? Are you guys ready? Am I ready? Hi, sisters. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited for this podcast. Today, I will be talking about why I decided to do a podcast and what am I going to bring to the table and what other conversations I'm going to have. I'm so excited for this. So let's get started. My name is Amina. I'm 25 years old. I have 4 kids and I'm married. 5 years in marriage, about to be 6 years. Really exciting. That's something I would love to talk about on my channel, how that came about, how I deal with having a relationship, marriage, and having 4 kids at my age. How do I deal with going out to the street and people be like, oh my God, you got your hands full. Okay, so they're mine. So I always had the idea of I want to do YouTubing. And plus my sisters around me, like they do their little YouTubes and I always talked about doing YouTubing. So I always wanted to do YouTubing. It's the trend. Everybody does YouTubing. But I didn't know how to start it. That was the first thing. Then I was like, okay, I want to inspire other girls my age and other women over my age or young under my age, just put out my experience of what I've been through and probably I can inspire the girls. So I was like, how do I put this and YouTube together? So I would do, I bought lighting, I bought cameras, and they were just sitting in my closet forever. Like I never used them because I just didn't know how. So when I finally started recording, I just didn't like, I always had an excuse basically. I didn't like the way I look. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I wasn't confident enough. And this took me, let's be honest, 2 years. So then when I finally decided to do it, I remember sitting in the couch. I'm actually going to put this up there somewhere. It's going to pop up. Sitting in the couch and recording myself. And I didn't like the setting. I didn't really like I wanted it to be like a peaceful environment, like a girl talk. But for some reason, my mind was not clicking and I couldn't put 2 and 2 together, like inspiring and YouTube. And I just couldn't. And then I was just like, So one day I woke up and then I was like, boom, I got it. Podcast. I could just podcast. Podcast is like, I could just talk. And you guys can hear me out. I don't really have to record. But then at the same time, I do want to be on YouTube. And I don't know, just something about having this right here feels so comfortable. And so like, it makes me feel good. Like, I don't know. So that's how that came about. So I was like, okay, I'm podcasting. And I just started going. I was like, okay. I came up with the name Amina's World because Amina is my Muslim name. I did convert to be Muslim, and I did have to choose a name, and that's the name I picked. So that's my name that I'm gonna use forward, like from now and on, and that's even gonna change legally. So I'm excited for that as well. I also chose world because I was like, okay, it's my world because I'm gonna talk about my life and I'm gonna base and then moving forward other subjects. But then I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be for girls. This has to be for girls because I can't relate with a man. So I'm like, okay, well, world should be because I have this concept that girls rule the world. Like if it's to me. If it isn't for us girls, I don't know where this world will be right now. Let's be honest. We get birth, we cook, we clean. I mean, mans do it too, but let's get that credit. So I feel like girls rule the world. So I was like, okay, Amina's World podcast. So that's right here, Amina's World podcast. And then, the little world right here where it says Amina's World. So that's going to be my little logo. I say logo because I know I'm like telling you guys like a lot of things at once, but I am going to come up with a clothing line where it's going to be Amina's World and, this is going to be the logo. So I'm not going to talk about that too much because that's in the future. Hopefully it happens. That's in my mind. So that's why I'm here today and that's why I'm so excited. And I'm just like really excited because it's girls. Like I promoted this over social media, and then I caught myself like on Snapchat, just Snapchatting and talking to the camera a lot. I was like, I could just do this over YouTube. I don't know why it's so different though to talk over YouTube than to talk on Snapchat. I don't know what is it, but it's. I was like, I could do it. So Snapchat, thank you Snapchat. You guys helped me a lot and encouraged me a lot to do this. And then I just started loving myself more because that was a big problem too. Like I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I'm not the same Amina that I was a couple years ago. I am a mother of 4, so that comes into place, and you know my body changed, and I was just. But now I'm comfortable. I'm happy with who I am. I love me. I love myself, and that's what I want to project to other women. So with that and making big decisions impacts your life, and not knowing what really is out there, even though you have your parents telling you don't do it, don't step in that water, you're gonna get wet, and you still do it. I would love to talk about that because I went through that. I did not listen. I was so hard-headed. I left my house at 18. Why? Because I thought that I was grown and I could do whatever I want, and I'm tired of my parents. I love my parents, but I was in, you know, that age, and I just want my own space, and it was like the worst thing I could have done because I could have waited, and I had to go through a lot and making that decision. So I would like to talk about that because there's a lot of young girls nowadays that are that age, and let's just like to tell them, wait. Don't go. Don't leave your house. I don't know if I just jumped subject from subject. I hope I'm connecting what I'm talking about. It's basically about big decisions in life at such a young age. Don't leave your house just because you feel like you're ready. In reality, sometimes you're not, and you don't really know what's really out there. Like, if your parents are there for you and they're willing to give you advice and take care of you, I mean, you could still be independent. You could work. You could have your own car, still live in your parents' house. I know your parents have rules, but they have them for a reason. You know, remember, they've been through life way more than you. So sometimes listening to your parents is the best choice. Take it from me that I did not listen, and here I am. Not saying that my life is bad. My life took a turn, and I am married to a wonderful husband, and I have beautiful kids, and I love them, and I can't live without them. But if I could rewind back and make things different, I would. Not saying that I don't love my kids. Let me repeat that. I love my kids. You guys see this pimple right here? I mean, y'all can't see it, but the video could. Y'all see that? It grew like 4 days ago. That hurt. But anyway, I love my kids, and it's just I would have waited to have them I will have them all again, just in a different time. Like, I don't know if that explains myself. So yeah, girls, please, if you're 18 and down, or even 20 and down, stay home. Stay home. How do I say this? Stay home and appreciate your parents as much as possible. That's another subject I would love to talk about in another episode, and it's appreciating your parents, because you just never know when they won't be there to be there for you when you really need them. My parents both are still alive, but I don't have them with me even though they're still alive, and that's another subject, another episode that's going to come into place. Would be immigration and ICE subject. That's something I really want to talk about because that's my current situation with my mother. They're trying to take her away from her 6 daughters and send her back to Cuba for no reason. So let me fix my shirt, yeah. For no reason. So that's another subject I would like to talk about. What else? There's many things, and just have girl talk. Just have girl talks. Like, you guys, I would like to get advice of skincare, because I started growing these little pimples around my face. I don't know what it is. I think it's my makeup. I gotta wash it. I don't know. Makeup. That's another subject I would like to talk about. I don't know how to do my makeup. I need help. I don't know if y'all could see something wrong, but there's always something wrong. I don't know how to do it. I've tried. So tips will be awesome. I'll take them. And then I also have love to have other girls on my podcast and talk with them. COVID season, so I'm not gonna have them here with me, but I would do something like over the phone, and just have a conversation over the phone, and still record.